Well, welcome back. It is time for Monday Morning Quarterback. It's our weekly chat with ABC 36 Sports Director Jeff Piecoro. Good morning there, Jeffrey. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, Lee. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. You know, what a way to end the season on an upbeat note like that. And let's talk about the Cats winding things up with the defeat over Louisville. You know, you think of this season as sort of a missed opportunity because Louisville was playing pretty well. You know, I don't know if a team played Georgia better than anybody than Kentucky did. They got beat by a South Carolina team that goes and whips Clemson, has turned their season around. We were just a few plays away from having something really special, it feels like, Jeff.
You know, you're 2 penalties away from winning 2 more games.
Yep.
You had the touchdown at Ole Miss that was called back,
yeah,
and you had the penalty on the play against Vanderbilt that would have, ended the game there too. So, that's 2 more wins. So you look at it 9 wins, and if you beat Ole Miss, maybe things are different against
right.
South Carolina. And I mean, it's one of those scratch your head seasons. What could have been.
But again, they end on a positive note. Now we're going bowling someplace, and there's so many variables in the mix right now because of some of those late surges by SEC teams. What do you think, Jeff? Where are we headed?
It's interesting. There's 3 places that I keep hearing about. One is Texas, which is called the Texas Bowl, and that's in Houston. The other is Las Vegas, which is the Vegas Bowl. And then the third, of course, is Nashville. And I think things are going to have to fall in Kentucky's favor to get to Nashville. I know the Cat fans would love to go there, and I know that Nashville would love to have Kentucky in the Music City Bowl. The only problem with that game is it kicks off at the exact same time that the Kentucky-Louisville basketball game tips off. So, and you know how Big Boom Nation loves to travel, but, man, that's asking a lot to go to the Louisville game, or you're going to go to a bowl game,
Yeah. And what about your thoughts or any insights on Will Levis playing? Because, we've seen that recently where a lot of kids don't play. They want to stay healthy for their lottery picks or chances in the NFL draft.
That's a great question, Lee, because as a fan, you want to see him play. And as a player, you want him to be healthy. He has been banged up, beaten up this whole year. We've not seen him play since, early in the season, healthy. And he's going to take a while to see how his body reacts now. The foot is nowhere near being, 100%. His shoulder's banged up. I think that's a great question. I know he loves Kentucky, wants to play, but again, you're looking at, possibility of $50, $60 million. So do you risk that or not? That's a great question.
Yeah, it is a great question. And speaking of big-time money, Coach Stoops got that extension. And, one of the longest-tenured coaches in the SEC. He's certainly developing a legacy here, and he's being rewarded for it.
Yeah, he is, and I'm happy to see it. It just has nothing to do with basketball. I just think what he's done, you want to keep him here. You want to keep that continuity going. It's going to be interesting to see this week what happens. Vince Maro's name has been thrown in the in the hat for the University of Cincinnati job, which is open now. I would, selfishly love to see him stay at UK. But it's going to be real interesting to see what happens with that situation because he is a key guy on Stoops' staff, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, Jeff, we appreciate it. Thanks, and I guess we'll do something. What are you and I going to do on Mondays now after the bowl's over with?
We can have coffee and just chat if you'd like.
Okay, all right. We'll do that. We got to get out of bed. I'm not coming over that place. All right, Jeff, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.